Hi, this is Mike McCracken, your Customized Songwriter again, coming to you live from Las Vegas. I'm going to be talking about songs out of my book, Love and Tears. Oops. There's me in Israel, in Jerusalem. Jesus walked where he fell on the cross 3 times. I forgot which one it was, but this is an actual picture of me in Israel, in Jerusalem. I'm a Christian and I went there. Anyway, my book, Love and Tears, the lyrics by Mike McCracken is what I'll be talking to songs about and why I wrote them. Now, many songwriters come on and say why they wrote their songs, and my niece gave me the idea. The first song I wrote, someone wanted me to write a song about me. I wrote songs about customized songs to help people with their lives all my life. And before, I just used to write them and give them to people. Never got copies or anything. I don't know how many I've done that. Now I wish I kept them because I didn't know about all these computers and everything. Anyway, the first song is a song called Heaven's Band. They wanted me to write a song about me. Well, I'm a Christian and I wrote what I want to do in heaven. That satisfied them. It's called Heaven's Band. And I'm going to be reading them because when I'm singing them, I can remember them, but something's different about reading them. And that's why I have my book in front of me, just in case. Heaven's Band by Customized Songwriter, Mike McCracken. He died in a cloud of love and tears with a guitar in his hand. And I heard him softly whisper, I want to play in Heaven's Band. God, I've written songs for years. It's all I can really do. Watch my eyes fill with tears when I wrote songs for you. I don't know no heaven songs, don't even know a note. I promised to learn them songs, teach angels ones I wrote. I hope to make you happy and hope to touch your heart. 'Cause God, it's just me trying to do my part. And he slowly turned his head as he passed away. Remember what he said. I wrote it down that day. He used to play in churches where church folk would go, sing us songs for Jesus, for anyone who chose. I believe he's playing in Heaven's Band and writing songs for Jesus again. I can even see him smiling, singing with his guitar in Heaven's Band. And underneath I write a song, it's this room I wrote, why I wrote it. And underneath here I wrote, this is what I want to do in heaven and how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered for writing songs. That's my songwriter, writing songs to help people with their lives. Christian songs. The next song I wrote, it's called A Soldier's Prayer. The reason why I wrote that is because the Dixie Chicks wrote a song called A Soldier Coming Home. It was really good. I liked it. And I said I could write a song about like that. So I did, and I wrote it called A Soldier's Prayer. I was teaching poetry class. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for a long time. I help people teaching and writing songs and singing and entertaining. But I told the class, we're going to write poems, use your imagination. And I wrote this in about 10 minutes and showed it to the class. And here it is. It's called A Soldier's Prayer. A soldier writes a letter home, just a simple prayer. Says, I'm standing here all alone, wishing you were here. Love's the hardest part of not being able to hold you. The pain runs through my heart the way it's supposed to. I gotta go now. See you when it's through. We'll be together somehow. Can't wait to hold you. Bullets pierced my heart, but that's not what's hurting me. Heaven and earth are worlds apart, where the bullets used to be. I didn't know I died, till you cried too. I prayed to God and cried for this letter to reach you. An angel delivers a letter from the winds up above. She saw him standing there with heaven's love. Tears ran down her cheek. She read his every word. An angel she did meet. Her soldier's prayer was heard. I wrote that in about 10, 15 minutes at the most. I wrote in front of the class to show them I knew how to write songs. Got them to. Anyway, next one I wrote, it's called Highway of Love. I wrote this in Malaysia because a girl asked me out. She wasn't a girl that I really felt this way about, but it happened a lot when you travel. It's hard to have a girlfriend because she wants to know where her bed's going to be next week. But this is called Highway of Love. Found another girl last night, another memory to hold me tight. Thoughts running through my mind were words I couldn't find. Loving hearts touch everyone. Guess that's why we need someone. It's hard to say I love you when you're just passing through. It's another lonely place, a picture of a pretty face. The highway of love does its part to fill this lonely heart. It could happen to any man. You fall in love when you can. A lonely man passes through, cries because he misses you. Didn't mean to fall in love last night, but everything seemed so right. Don't want it to be another saddened memory. Home is where the heart is. You're the girl I'll miss. On a highway of love, you're all alone. With you, I'd be home. And what I wrote underneath it is, I wrote this song in Malaysia because a girl asked me out. The love of this song wasn't what I felt then, but you get the idea of me traveling. So, Highway of Love. I wrote that song. Like You Enough to Love You is my next song. I wrote this because I saw a pretty girl teacher when I was teaching in Mongolia. She was married when I gave it to her. I didn't know that. But she liked it. I sang it on TV in Mongolia and China and a bunch of places. Even performed it on stage at a school. The whole class. I'm playing guitar, bass, and drums. I taught them how to play all that. It was fun. It's called Like You Enough to Love You, out of my book, Love and Tears, for those of you, if you just tuned in. That's where I'm getting these up. Don't know the words that will touch your heart. Someday they may be heard, and love will start. The language of love's the same, no matter where you go. Love speaks your name. I know. I like you enough to love you for a long, long time. Words like this make dreams come true, like in this heart of mine. I can't say no to you. I can't say no to you because you stole my heart. I'll miss you when we're apart. I don't know the word that will touch your heart. Someday they may be heard and join our hearts. I told you why I wrote it. I got a lot of attention from a bunch of other girls. Anyway, I'm not talking about my love life or anything. This next song is called Lonely Man. I wrote this in the Philippines because I saw so many lonely men. I could tell because, well, I'm not going to say why, but I knew it. So I wrote this in the Philippines on the beach because I saw so many lonely men with girls that weren't theirs. They weren't their wives or girlfriends. The world is full of lonely men. I know. I traveled it. I traveled the whole world. 5 continents. Taught in 3. Here's Lonely Man. I traveled through the memories I don't understand. Perhaps, maybe, I found the lonely man. A man takes a woman for a night or two. His heart makes plans that never come true. I'm looking from the outside, living within, through the tears I cried, in places I've been. Some girls are memories, you don't get enough. It's hard to be on the highway of love. Some men are cheating in love's lonely game. They've been with women and don't know their name. I traveled through the memories of who I am, the woman that loved me, who found the lonely man. I traveled through my memories and found the lonely man. That professor recorded in Nashville. A lot of these songs are, and I'm just here letting you know that they're here. This next song is called Heaven on Earth. The guy wanted me to write a song about his girlfriend. This is a true customized song. And I told him I'm not going to write it unless you tell me what is in it. It took him 3 weeks. But he finally came back to me. He threw the paper at me, really mad. What he wrote on it was really good. And here's a song I wrote for him called Heaven on Earth. He loved it. She wanted him to sing it for her, and he said no. It was funny. Many things happen when you write customized songs. You hear about them. When I'm feeling empty, I fill it with your love. When I'm feeling lonely, you're the one I dream of. The earth is full of people who need a little love too. And I'll just keep this simple. I love you. I wonder if you miss me. Sometimes I think out loud. And I know how to be lonely in a crowd. Sometimes I get to thinking what love's really worth, what it really means to have heaven on earth. I worked my whole life through to buy you pretty things, and I'll always love you, no matter what it means. Sometimes I dream you with me and realize it's not true, and realize I'm only a dream away from you. But love's the greatest treasure that any man can give, and with you I'm sure is the only way to live. Now the next song is a little sad. A mother of a crippled child, I'll read it. A mother of a child with special needs poured her heart out to me. She wanted the world to know that they have hearts and they are human too. The world tries to get rid of them because they are crippled. It's easy just to push them aside, hide them in a closet, or get rid of them. The real mother's love is reaching out. Won't someone listen? That's just what I wrote on the bottom. This is a real song. My mother, she almost had tears of crying when she told me the story. And it's called Crippled Hearts. Please don't hate me. Can't help the way I am. I used to be happy. Now I understand. A friend has one eye. Yes, he is different too. Didn't know one eye can cry as much as two. I wish you can hear the hurt you put us through. For loneliness and fear. Yes, we have feelings too. Because we are different. You sit and stare. Messages sent. Don't want us here. Go hide in the closet. I heard someone say, hey, slow girl, don't forget. Mommy sent me away. The world is missing the love we can give you. Please won't someone listen? Crippled hearts need love too. So that's that one. I'm going to go page by page and not miss any. And I told you why I wrote it. It's a real mother's tears when she told me the story. Now this next song, I was at Shreveport, Louisiana. My boss, I was working, doing something I forgot. Anyway, my boss told me I couldn't write a song when I was working. I wrote this song and showed it to him to show him I can. He liked it. It didn't mess up my work or anything. I just wrote. And he realized that, so he couldn't stop me. This is called Mommy, He Hurt Me. The song I wrote out of my imagination. A little girl fell in love, find a broken heart. Her mother gave a mother's love when she saw a crying heart. She said, some boys need to get older, feel the way you do. He will love you, dear. And Mama cried too. Mommy, he hurt me. Don't know what I'll do. Mommy, please tell me why Daddy loves you. You're only 7. It's kind of hard to say why. He's just a man. I guess that's why. Some boys need to get older, just like with him and you. There's something I must tell you, dear. Daddy did too. So please don't cry, dear. He don't know what to do. You're my beautiful daughter. Of course, he's gotta love you. While I was in Shreveport, I met this girl. She talking to her, and she had kids, and she told me she loved her kids so much, but she had to spank them sometimes. It made her feel real sad, so she'd hug and kiss them afterwards. That's real mommy love. So I wrote this song called Mommy Love. First I'll read what I wrote underneath. This is in my book, Love and Tears. The lyrics. Customizedsongwriter by McCracken. For those of you who may have just tuned in. And a waitress in Louisiana told me how much she loved her children and how she hated spanking them. I wrote this, gave it to her. It made her cry. She loved it, and other mommies wanted it too. Oh, I forgot to read it. Turn page for nothing. Mommy love. Mommy loves her children. She even needs them too. She'll do what she can to help them make it through. Sometimes you spank them for the wrong things they'll do. Then you hug and kiss them, 'cause that's what mommies do. Mommies know how to love. That's what they do. There's not just mommy love. There's kid love too. Children love their mommies, no matter what they do. Every day children say, Mommy loves me too. Please forgive me, Mommy. I don't know right from wrong. I need you to teach me so we can get along. Children need their mommies. Mommies love kids too. God didn't just make mommies. He created children too. I didn't think it was that emotional, but she was really happy to get it. Why Christmas is my next song. I wrote it. I was asked to write a Christmas song to perform around Las Vegas during the holidays. He wanted it to be about the meaning of Christmas. Those who heard it seemed to really like it. We went out and played it on the streets, and the police even came and tipped us because of this song. Can you believe that? The police. Well, some of them have hearts, I know. So it's called Why Christmas by Customizedsongwriter. That's me, McCracken. The sun came up one Christmas day as all the children went out to play. A little girl came to us and asked, Why Christmas? Please tell me about Christmas. What does it mean to you? Some say it's about Jesus. It's what I believe too. Wise men came to see him. Angels came that day. I learned a great lesson. I humbled myself to pray. Wish Jesus happy birthday. God's son was born today. And we will have his party when the children play. The sun came up one Christmas day. Another year the children play. A little girl came to us and asked, Why Christmas? I was in Okinawa when I was in the Marines. I was in military police. And I went to a church and met this guy and these two girls. And I became part of the band. I became the songwriter. I wrote a few songs for them. We sang it around Okinawa. It's called The Greatest Love Song. I renamed it, Do You Know Jesus? Because that's what the chorus says. It's easier to remember. The Greatest Love Song is in Song Anywhere. Someone says, you're not supposed to do that. I gave it both names. Do you know Jesus and how he loves us? How he died just to save us, just because he loves us. Judas betrayed him, who once was a friend. The beat flogged and scourged him, where he didn't look human. A crown of thorns on his head, just another place where he bled. Humiliated in every way, while they even tore his clothes away. There wasn't any time lost, where they made him carry the cross, drive nails through his hands. He's more than just a man. And Jesus still loved them after all they did to him. He did this for us too, when he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's a recitation. I do the recitation part. It's about the way I did it there. And here's another recitation called The Old Man in Church. wrote this when I was probably 18 or 19, or maybe 17. I wrote this years ago when I was in high school. I wrote this one out of my imagination. I was thinking about how to be remembered when you get older. And this is what I wrote. He goes to church each Sunday. He goes home alone. And he'd always pray, please God, take me home. I've never had a wife like I wanted to, 'cause I spent most of my life showing that I love you. He'd always sit in the back row and never say a word, 'cause it's the place he'd love to go, where God's message can be heard. No one knew where he lived, why he'd just come and go. At church he'd always give, for at least $1 or so. He came one time more, and the newspapers read, he'll come no more, because he went to join the dead. And the preacher gave a sermon of that old man that day that touched the hardest man. And the rest that note did say, I'll die here at God's house, at the entrance by the door, 'cause it's the way to God's house, the entrance to heaven's door. I wrote that, and people liked it, so I kept it, and I made it a recitation about the way I said it there with music. The music makes it a little more sadder. I was leaving a girl I really loved in Oklahoma to go travel, write more songs and whatever else I was doing. And this is how I felt. As I wrote it, I recorded it, gave it to her. I made her cry. I read what I wrote underneath. I wrote a song, leaving a girl I loved in Oklahoma. Later, I let her hear it and made her cry. This was my way to let her know what I was going through. She died. I'll never see her again. Well, that's what happened. I'd probably be with her now, maybe, if she was still here. My voice is starting to crack. Hard to say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye. And I tried hard not to cry. 'Cause leaving you was hard to do. I wonder still if you cried too. But I was lucky to have known you. To have known somebody hard to say goodbye to. Love fills my heart, it just won't die. I feel so sad, my tears wouldn't dry. It's so hard knowing that we are through. I spent my time loving you. You're hard to say goodbye to. Well, that was it. At least I was lucky enough to find that. Some people never really find true love. Even get married to people they don't like, I heard. Now, this is a song I wrote. I know how old I was. I was in boot camp, about 19 years old. I wrote this song called Talk of Love. I was missing some girls. The first time away from home, and I wasn't homesick. It didn't bother me at all. I just missed the girls I knew. So Read what's on the bottom. I wrote this in boot camp in the Marines on the beach. It was down. It was dawn. Red clouds were shining on the ocean. It was a pretty sunrise. I had about 8 minutes to finish writing the song Love and Tears. I finished in time. Sometimes good things can happen in bad situations. This is one of them. If you ever been to Marine boot camp before now, it was really hard before. And that's what the bad situation was. So, hardest time that I've ever had in my life. The song is called Talk of Love. I wrote it because I saw the big dawn red clouds on the ocean. They say the ocean is pretty, the skies are pretty blue, but nothing's as pretty, my darling, as you. They say the stars in the sky, to each there is a love for the ones passing by. I know I found my love. It's just talk of love. Each word says I love you. Just talk of love. How else can I tell you? They say the mountains are like paintings when they are far away. When they are nearing, shows that love has come our way. So darling, now you see what nature can say. So please come to me and help that nature on her way. So that's one I wrote because I saw a pretty sunset. Sometimes people write songs for different reasons. This next one, it's called Hero of My Heart. A girlfriend of mine was leaving Las Vegas, and I didn't want her to go. This is how I felt at the time. I sang it to her, and she came back. I guess my songs were for me too. It's called Hero of My Heart. I only wrote a few songs, girls like this. Well, I was asked just the other day why love sometimes goes away, how heroes make dreams come true, and why I'm missing you. Heroes come and go, just wanted you to know, but the hero of my heart has broken mine apart. I don't know what's right or wrong, which way to go if I belong. But in this world of me and you, I only know I love you. We all have our heroes where love makes dreams come true. We cry when we see them go, like I do for you. What I'm trying to say, though I'm not so good with words, is you didn't have to go away to be heard. The next songs are out of my book, Love and Tears, lyrics by McCracken. There I am in Jerusalem, one of the stations of the cross. In Old Jerusalem, they call it where Jesus fell. Oh no, my phone's ringing. So I'll get it. Sorry about that.